Have you ever noticed how certain behind-the-scenes moves in football can completely change the course of an entire season? Well, Magpies fans, Newcastle United is on the verge of making a move that could permanently elevate the club's status. And the most intriguing part, this development hasn't hit the mainstream headlines yet. It's a red-hot, exclusive piece of news that could have some of Europe's biggest clubs looking over their shoulders. But hold on, the full reveal is just around the corner. Before we dive in, if you live and breathe Newcastle like a true fan, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Here you'll get content you won't find anywhere else, breaking news, tactical breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes access straight from the heart of the Magpies. Your subscription helps the channel grow and keeps the black and white army stronger than ever. Let's crack on. Back to the good stuff. Newcastle is in an electric phase. After lifting the Carabao Cup and thrashing Manchester United 4-1 at a rocking St. James Park, it's clear Eddie Howe's project is becoming something special. The team is delivering on the pitch, and now they're making moves like a top club off it too. And that's where our exclusive news starts to unfold. With Champions League football now within touching distance, the Magpies board knows it's time to boost the squad even further, especially out wide, a key area in Howe's system. And that's where a certain name has started making waves behind the scenes, a name that, not long ago, was seen as a rising talent in Europe but is now firmly on the radar of giants like Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, and Bayer Leverkusen. And guess what? Newcastle are right in the race, and not just making up the numbers. The man in question, Luis Enrique, the Brazilian winger, lighting it up for Olympique de Marseille, just 22 years old. He's grabbed 9 goals and 8 assists this season in League One, and half of Europe is taking notice. Sources close to the club say Newcastle scouts have been tracking him for weeks, and behind the scenes, the board is already preparing a project that could win the player over. Enrique is quick, skillful, and has the kind of improvisation that fits perfectly with Premier League football. Liking this exclusive update so far? Then you know what to do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the perfect time. We break the news before the papers do, with deep analysis and that special Magpies perspective only true fans can offer. Hit the like, tap the bell, and stay in the loop. Make no mistake, Newcastle's interest isn't random. The coaching staff is after a winger who can stretch the pitch with pace and width, and one young enough to grow with the long-term vision. Think of the success story of Anthony Gordon. Once doubted, now a key figure. Enrique ticks all the same boxes. In fact, word is the player is keen on a Premier League switch where he'd get greater visibility and space to shine, while Bayern rely on their prestige and a rock-solid project. Newcastle enters the fray with an ambitious, competitive vision and a clear path to first-team football. Financially, the offer is expected to be bold. Whispers in the corridors suggest the club is willing to outbid rivals with a package including a competitive salary, performance bonuses, and a central role in the team's long-term growth plan. It's the kind of deal that gets any young talent thinking twice. The summer window hasn't even officially opened, but the backroom buzz is already intense. Newcastle aren't here to play around. They're ready to go all in to climb another level in European football. The arrival of Luis Enrique could be one of those turning points we look back on and say, that changed everything. So keep your eyes peeled, and of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. This is where you'll hear it all first. And what about you, Magpies fans? Do you think this signing would be a smart move? Does Luis Enrique have what it takes to start under Eddie Howe? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about the future of Newcastle United together. This transfer window could be one for the history books. Stay tuned, there's so much more coming your way.